Namaskar. I am Dr. T.G. Mirge, Associate Professor, Srimati LRT College of Commerce, Akola. I am going to deliver a lecture on cooperative management, and the topic is NAFED. NAFED means National Agricultural Cooperative Marketing Federation of India Limited. It is an apex organization of marketing cooperatives for agricultural produce in India under Ministry of Agriculture, Government of India. It was founded on the birthday of Mahatma Gandhi on 2nd October 1958 to promote the trade of agricultural produce and forest resources across the nation. NAFED is now one of the largest procurement as well as marketing agencies for agricultural products in India. Its headquarters is in New Delhi. NAFED has 4 regional offices at Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, and Kolkata. Apart from 28 zonal offices in capitals of state and important cities. The organization is registered under the Multi-State Cooperative Societies Act. Its vision is to promote cooperative marketing of agricultural produce that benefits the farmers. Agricultural farmers are the chief members of the organization who are authorized for the formation of the general body. Now, the objectives of NAFED. The basic objective of NAFED is to organize, promote, and develop marketing, horticultural, and forest produce, processing and storage of agricultural produce, distribution of agricultural machinery, implements, and other inputs, undertake interstate import and export trade to assist with technical advice in agricultural production. Second, to facilitate, coordinate, and promote the marketing and trading activities of the cooperative institutions, partners, and associates in agricultural, other commodities, articles, and goods. Third objective, to purchase, sale, and supply of agricultural, marketing, and processing requisites such as manure, seeds, fertilizer, agricultural implements, and machinery, packing machinery, construction requisites, processing machinery for agricultural commodities, forest produce, dairy, wool, and other animal products. Fourth, to act as warehouseman under the Warehousing Act and construct its own godowns and cold storages. Fifth, to act as an insurance agent and to undertake all such work which is incidental to the same. Now its advantages. First advantage is increases bargaining strength of the farmers. If the farmers join hands and form a cooperative society, they will be able to increase their bargaining strength because their produce will now be marketed by single agency. Second, direct dealing with final buyers. It outcasts and intermediaries, which eliminates the exploiters and ensures fair prices to both the producer and the consumers. Third, provision of credit. The marketing cooperative societies provide credit to the farmers to save them from the necessity of selling their produce immediately after harvesting. This ensures better returns to the farmers. Fourth, easier and cheaper transport. This reduces the cost and botheration of transporting produce to the market. Number fifth, storage facilities. The cooperative marketing societies generally have storage facilities. Thus, the farmers can wait for better prices. Also, there is no danger to their crop from rain, rodents, and thefts. Sixth, grading and standardization. This task can be done more easily for a cooperative agency than for an individual farmer. For this purpose, they can seek assistance from the government or can even evolve their own grading arrangements. 7. Market intelligence. The cooperatives can arrange to obtain data on market prices, demand and supply, and other related information from the markets on a regular basis and can plan their activities accordingly. 8. Influencing market prices. While previously the market prices were determined by the intermediaries and merchants, and the helpless farmers were mere spectators forced to accept whatever was offered to them, the cooperative societies have changed the entire complexion of the game. 9. Provision of inputs and consumer goods. The cooperative marketing societies can easily arrange for bulk purchase of agriculture inputs like seeds, manures, fertilizers, pesticides, etc., and consumer goods at relatively lower prices and can then distribute them to the members. 10th, processing of agricultural produce. The cooperative societies can undertake processing activities like crushing of oil seeds, ginning, and pressing of cotton, etc. Thank you.